Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
What is up, my friends, and welcome back to the lounge. Glad to be here. I hope everybody is doing good today. Wherever you might be, whatever you might be doing, glad to be here once again here at the lounge. I got my friend Brandon back with us. Brandon, welcome back to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good, just staying cool out of the hot Texas summer sun as usual. Doing good though.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Glad
love
to be here.
gotta love that heat, man. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness, and for months on end too. Let me tell you.
Oh, I can imagine it. It's been raining off and on here, so
We could use it.
we've been dealing with that here, but that's okay. We need a little bit of rain, but it's not cool rain though, so it's not really making it any cooler. It's kind of a hot rain, so warm.
Oh, yeah.
I guess would be a better way to say it. All kinds of things on my list for the lounge. I'm actually looking at the schedule that I had before the lounge took a break, and a lot of stuff. But I will just do as I do any other time and pick a topic, and that's what we're going to roll with. And today's a topic that I've spoke on before more than once. I'll continue to speak on it. For number one, I do have a disability. Number two, I do know what it's like to go down, the rough path. And so I like to talk about it and try to give as much encouragement that I can. And the title is Not Letting Your Disability Hold You Back.
Yep.
And to not let other people tell you what you can and cannot do. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in
Neither do I.
our future being decided because of someone else's opinion.
Someone else's opinion about disabilities.
That's right. Because you know what? Their opinion is not what that's not what decides your fate and what you do and where you go. But for some people it is, because some people listen to that.
Yep.
And
TFM is shutting down.
TFM off. It shouldn't be that way. You guys, you should never let somebody else tell you what you are capable of doing and what you can't do, what you can and cannot do. It's something that happens all the time.
If you want my honest opinion about it, it's kind of degrading that somebody thinks that they can tell you as a person with a disability what you can and can't do.
No, I agree. I mean, I do think that sometimes you get people that are not against you in any way, and they will, offer their opinion and trying to be supportive, but sometimes that support is just as it's as crucial as those that are negative telling you what you should do. It doesn't always work.
No.
And the only way people stop doing it is if you speak up for yourself.
Exactly.
When I went to college, do you think that I went and I asked anybody? No. I didn't ask anybody. Because there would have probably been some saying, no, don't do that. You can't go to college.
It's too hard.
Look at your age. Look at your conditions.
Yeah.
And no, it shouldn't be that way. But luckily for me, that didn't happen. I wouldn't let it happen. But I know there's some of you out there that do. And my question to you is why?
Why do you let it happen?
Why listen to someone that brings you down? Why? Their opinion is just crude oil.
Mm-hmm.
It's all it is. If you got
And
someone
it's
in
not
your
set in stone.
no, and if you got someone in your life that cares about you and wants to offer an opinion and an opinion only, that's fine. That's different. But for someone to tell you, well, you can't do that. See, to me, that's why careers are the way they are today.
Yep.
That's why jobs are the way they are today. Because they
That's why the
automatically
aspect
they automatically judge you. I'm going to open the chat. We'll see how it goes. I'll leave it open, but we'll see how it goes.
I was also going to say that's why a lot of the aspects for people with disabilities are the way they are in society at large.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because unfortunately, a lot of them don't speak up for themselves. And they'll
And-
just accept it.
And listen, I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. I don't care if you have trouble with walking. I don't care if you have a slower learning disability.
Shauna Bates Matsada. I hate explaining my disability to people that ask why are you using that?
Shauna
You're
says,
too young to
I hate
be
explaining
disabled."
my disability to people.
Don't we all?
Here, what she said. She said, I hate explaining my disability to people that ask, why are you using that? You're too young to be disabled. Well, you know what? Disabilities don't go by age, people.
No, they don't.
You know, if anybody thinks for a second that any of us enjoy having disabilities, well, we don't.
We definitely
But
don't.
we got to learn to live with it. And
Yeah.
the most I want to see is better understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because someone has a disability doesn't mean, oh, well, they'll never get to do that job, or they'll never be able to do this or that. Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna.
And then this person might have had some help, but do you know that we had a blind person climb the tallest mountain in the world
Yep. We
and
did.
went all the way to the peak? I think that's what it's called.
All the way to the summit.
Yeah, to the summit. Sorry, all the way to the summit. Did he have some help? Some,
He had to have some.
but not as far as doing the actual climbing.
Mm-mm.
They would help. They would help, and as far as they had bells that they would make noise to let him know what direction to go, because it's
Yeah.
about to be very windy, so he'd need to hear them bells.
Oh,
So that show should offer inspiration to people, motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Some are like, oh, that was just I remember one guy claiming that movie was just there because people felt sorry. No, it had nothing to do with feeling sorry. Do me a favor, you go climb Mount Everest.
Yeah.
You go to the summit. the other thing that I was talking about is, I've been to many different interviews in the past. And as soon as you walk in the front door, as soon as you tell them that you're visually impaired or you have disability, the red flag comes up. They might not admit it, but it does.
Same thing with housing. Same thing with housing.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Because I'll give an example of that. I don't know if this can be proven, but as you know, I'm going to be moving here soon. Found a place not too far from where I'm at now. Wanted to rent it, wanted to go look at it. Well, turns out it was a mom and a daughter who were owning the place, and the mom had rented it and didn't tell the daughter beforehand when we were showing interest in the place.
Yeah.
And it upset the daughter because she was very excited about getting us in because we had no car and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if the mom didn't do that based on disability alone. I can't prove it, but I'm thinking so.
I can't say. I don't want to speak for that person and give them.
I don't either.
But it could be a possibility.
Yeah.
That's just like the time that, and I could have sued this person back then. People even said, "Oh, you should have sued." Listen, I'm not real big about suing people. If I can get my point across to you without suing you over you making a mistake and you accept that mistake.
People don't understand that we don't ask to have a disability. Honestly, I get severely depressed. I don't show it cause it just gives people more ammo to use against you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what Shauna just said. Yeah, Shauna, you're right. And Shauna said people don't understand that we don't ask to have a disability. And she's right. We don't ask.
You're absolutely right.
It's not like before we was born, I said, "Dear God, when I come out of my mom's, when I'm born, and my mom has me, God, make me blind, please. Give me a disability for life." And then Shauna said that I get severely depressed. I don't show it because it just gives people more ammo to use against you. Yeah, Shawnee, you're right.
I understand that. I can totally understand that.
But let me tell you something. Don't bring yourself down. Don't give those people, even though you're not telling them anything, that's them getting an upper hand on you. Yep. And you're better than that. You're better than that in every way possible. I don't even got to know the people that do this to you or that treat you that way, but you're automatically already better than they are. And you need to remember that. You might have a disability, but you're something that they're probably not. And that's the fact that, how smart you are. See, we take our disabilities. You need to pull the positive things from being disabled. Pull the things about you that really do stick out.
Yeah. I don't let people like that affect me. And I think what's also sad is when people in the disability community do that to each other, put each other down.
Yeah, when I went to the blind school, we had blind kids making fun of blind kids, and I'm just going, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're making fun of someone being blind, and you're here. You are in the blind school.
Yeah, I don't.
You are blind, and you're making fun of someone else that is blind.
Exactly.
What is wrong with you? Like, seriously.
Yep.
It happened all the time.
Oh, I don't doubt it for a second.
Luckily for me, I got bullied one time, and that was the end of that. I mean, if you think about it, it's just like anything else with a person. You have someone come and start griping at you about the way you live, and then you look at the way they live, and they're living even worse than you.
Oh yeah.
It goes back to that saying that I always use. You know, don't come cleaning off my porch until you clean off your own.
Yeah.
That's what my parents always said. Don't be sweeping off somebody else's porch when
Shauna
you
Bates Matt Sada.
can't even sweep your own.
I try to help anyone I can. If they
Yeah,
need a shoulder to lean on,
Good advice.
I offer mine.
You know, Shauna, I've known you for, gosh, it's been a while now, so forgive me on distance here. I'm thinking roughly, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. I don't know how long the lounge has been up. And you've always been an outstanding person to me. You know, when Shauna came to me, she came to me with respect. She didn't come in the lounge belittling me. She didn't come to the lounge making fun of me. She didn't make fun of me having a lazy eye. And unfortunately, there were some that did. Now, I'm not going to bring up their name because,
We just give them the attention they want.
well, and it's just old news under the bridge,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know. It's crazy. We don't have a right to judge other people. Now, do I joke around and stuff with, about people? Yeah, I joke around, but I don't go after people. I don't
No.
attack people. If somebody's having words about me, yeah, I'll go to them and try to resolve the situation.
Well, I think that'd be the thing that anyone would do.
Shauna Bates Matt Sada. I have stuck by you and the lounge since day one.
Shauna said, I've stuck by you and the lounge since day one. Yeah, you have. And she has. Shauna has never, not once, ever turned her back on me or the lounge. And she's never went behind my back saying bad things.
Yeah.
She's been a dedicated friend and a dedicated admin. And that's hard to find these days.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd met another friend on here. I used to talk to him all the time, but now I don't even know. Unfortunately, there were some that I met that, I thought they were somebody that they're not. There's one that I met, and they don't even talk anymore. And that's okay. That's all right. I never thought it would be that way. And that was Brendan, you wouldn't knew, but some other people knew who Blue Wings was, and I had a real relationship, true feelings there for a good friend, and because of drama and because of rumors, that destroyed it. So that's why now I've got the policy that if I'm not telling you something, then I'm not even saying nothing about it, period. That way words can't get twisted. But I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see here. There we go. Sorry, I had to fix something there. But anyway, that's why it's best, when there's, even when there's like, people. Well, you see what we do now when people's acting silly. We just laugh about it, make fun of it, and move on. Because that's the best way to be about it.
Yeah.
It also. It's no different than also looking at people that's been through drug abuse and stuff. I don't belittle them. I try to encourage them to do better. Who am I to judge somebody and trash them down to the dirt because they made a mistake and then got addicted?
I wish our justice system would actually learn that philosophy instead of trashing everybody who's on drugs, because that's all they seem to do.
Shauna Bates Matsada.
Yeah.
Can't believe Dylan will be 22 next month.
Shauna said, I can't believe Dylan's going to be 22 next month. That's her son. See, Brandon, I
Wow.
used to do bully videos while her son was still in school. And he was
Oh,
going
wow.
through being bullied and everything. And she got him in a different school. Things got better. So, yeah, my gosh, let's see then. Roughly 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. 9 years, maybe. Shauna, can you believe
Wow.
that? 9 years.
9.
And, I mean, she's someone that's got my phone number, because I know Shauna, and I know that's someone I can trust.
Shauna Bates Matsada. I know.
Brandon, when you went to school, I'm guessing, I can't see you going through school the entire time and never dealing with anything like that, considering
Oh no,
that
I
you're...
had to deal with a lot of stuff like that,
So,
especially in high school.
share some of them experiences with us. What did you go
So-
through and how did you transition away from it?
Actually, I'll tell you the one I remember the most, actually, was when I was in middle school, and I had to ride the special ed bus to school due to the fact that I had a disability, and the bigger buses wouldn't stop at my door. So, we had one kid when I was in the 6th grade that was constantly bullying me, call me names, say I'm an idiot. And ironically, we were going to school one day, the bus had made a turn, because it had just picked me up from my mom's place of employment. We had just made a turn right down the street, made a left-hand turn, a car broadsided the bus. And I guess it shook the dude up so bad that he stopped bullying me after that, because he was like, oh man. Because I guess he
Hat
thought I
Man.
was really hurt or something.
Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you.
So, high school, it was mainly staff that were just ridiculous, not students.
Mm-hmm.
And we got that cleared up real quick with staff. They didn't want to, they were essentially wanting to not provide me with the materials I needed to complete my classwork, send me to the school for the blind, and we basically flat out said, no, you're going to do your job.
Shauna
and you
Bates
will get the same
Matsada.
education
I got him.
as other students. And my mom threatened to actually quit her job as a
Awesome.
nurse. What's up?
Thank you, Shauna. We had another idiot, just another Oxyman.
Another one of them.
It's the same. It's the same person.
Trolls.
Hey, yeah, but listen.
Oh, of course it is.
I do want to thank you for, giving us extra attention. I mean, I know you love me, and you love this channel so much that you got to come over here and, give us love,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. Keep on doing it. More comments,
So, yeah.
more comments.
But yeah, that's how I experienced some of that stuff. Needless to say, it got to the point in my high school where we had family member who's a lawyer going into some of my meetings. Well, every one of my meetings
Shauna
at the end of
Bates
the
Matt
year
Sada.
to make sure
The
the school
staff here
didn't try
was
to
just
mess
as
things
bad
up.
as the kids. Why we had to change schools.
Yeah, Shauna said where she was, the staff was just as bad. That's why they had to change schools.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I
Unfortunately,
guess people seem to think that having a disability means open season for those who do have it, and they can treat them any way they want. Like, even when you reach adulthood, and I'm going to just put this out there, I get tired of the people who like to treat you as if you're perpetually a child, 5 years old or younger, preferably, and saying, oh no, well, this is not good, you shouldn't do this. Come on. Last I checked, when you're over 18, you're an adult, you have rights as a human, and they should be respected.
I never could understand that. Why
I don't understand it.
some people would talk to blind people like they're 5 years old when they're, in your 20s or 30s or 40s. It's like, come on.
Well, not just that. It's like they want to make your decisions like you're 5. It's like, I'm a human. I have rights just as you do. I may have a disability, but how would you feel if somebody did that to you
Shauna Bates Matt
as a person
Sada.
without a disability? You
Trolls, I
wouldn't
will get
stand
you
for
every
it.
time
Why
you
should
come in
somebody
here.
Who is blind have
That's
to
right,
stand for
Shauna.
it?
Keep on coming in, trolls, because Shauna's going to grab you every time.
The Oxyman's trying to make his appearance. It's not going to work.
Yeah, well, sometimes, people, they're so obsessed with you, and
Yeah.
they love you so much that that's the only way they know how to be.
Exactly.
So, hey, keep it coming.
They're just giving more views.
Yeah. But yeah, when I think about it, this whole disability thing's been going on for a long time. And the only way to make it better is to raise awareness about it.
Yep. I just don't believe just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't do anything as a person in life.
Oh, yeah, I agree. 100%, man.
My mom used to always tell me could never do anything, and I totally believe it because I don't like being told that I can't, or no, you have a disability, so therefore you can't. It's ridiculous. And
Well-
boy, would I love to turn the tables on someone like that.
As Roy Vaden said, the word I can't doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist in my vocabulary.
The word impossible doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really get that in your head and you live by that, I mean, honestly, it'll make a big difference in your life. It does.
Yep.
Roy Vaden had wrote a book called What is the Impossible? And I'm telling you folks, this is not I'm not, advertising or nothing for him, but if you've not read the book, What is the Impossible, you need to, because that book is very powerful. Very powerful. It's one of them books that really makes clear points about, wiping away the word impossible out of your life. The word impossible doesn't exist in my life. It's non-existent. And when I look at something, if it's one of them things where, I'll give you a good example. Let's take flying, for example.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Can I go and jump in a Cessna and take right off? No.
No.
But it's not impossible. There's things that can be done. There's things that will be done. And at some point, I will fly. I believe that heart and soul.
Shauna Bates Matsada. Have you seen Stephen Tako has published a couple of children's books about bullying? Teflon Donald J. Trump. Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you, Oxyman owns you.
I remember he was working on doing that. You got another idiot there. Trump. I think it just said Trump's in love with me. Hey, I appreciate it. Come back, sweetheart. Come back, sweetie. I know you love us so much.
Oh my goodness. I laugh at the random
Shauna Bates Matsada.
Try to do.
I got them.
And they're gone. But yeah, it goes back to, and Shauna was saying that guys, Stephen Tako, we did an interview on the lounge with him once. He's actually got a couple books out about bullying. He's real big about raising bully awareness and stuff like that. And yeah, so you can probably look him up on Google and get book information about the books that he has out. I'm actually friends with him on Messenger and stuff. We talk from time to time. It's been a while, but we do, we know each other. But yeah, take that part of things and just push it away from your life. And when you see something that's not fully possible, you don't say that it's not. You ask yourself, what can I do to make it possible?
Around this?
Yeah. Now you got to be realistic about it too. For example, will I ever fly a 777? No. Never will.
And you won't ever get your pilot's license.
And I'll never have my license to fly a 777. And there's nothing that I can do or anyone else to allow me to fly a 777. So that is something that won't happen, but that's not something that goes against the impossible doesn't exist, because it's reality, right?
It's
reality.
Funny
now let's say that I was sighted and I said that I'd never be able to fly 777. That word impossible would not exist, because it would be possible. Mm-hmm. But in this situation, that is a physical condition that can't be changed.
Yep.
So
even though we got one individual who seems to suffer under the delusion that they are going to fly a 777 or get a pilot's license, and I hate to break the news to them, it's not going to happen. It just will not happen.
That's never going to happen.
No.
But you could look at other options that could happen.
Exactly.
People, I want to remind you, we only live one time. And what is so bad about being a believer? Being a dreamer that makes dreams come true.
Yep.
What is so bad about that?
Nothing.
I believe anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I do believe that. So, don't throw away dreams. Don't just get rid of them because you don't think it's possible. Work on them. First, you have to sort out the reality or not. And if in reality there's just no way because of a physical condition, well, that's different. But you could just go to you could just work around that and go to something smaller. You know, like flying 777 down to flying the Cessna.
You know, I gotta say though, even though we physically, you and I, cannot jump in a 777 physically and fly it, I am thankful we do have a little bit of an experience of being able to do that in a simulator to where we're not hurting ourselves or anybody else.
Exactly. Here in a little bit, you guys, I will be flying, and I'll be streaming it through the lounge as well. Going to be doing a flight from Florida to Texas. I forget the name of the area. It was
Lubbock. It's Lubbock.
KLBB, I think.
Yeah, Lubbock. It's Lubbock International Airport.
Yeah, so I'll be flying over there later. But I just want to get, you know, the awareness back up and going. Each week I'll come on, we'll talk about disabilities, we'll talk about awareness. Maybe you're going through something yourself. If you are and you want to share your story, we'd love to help you out. We'd love to listen. Try to come up with a solution if it's something you're trying to figure out or you're having trouble with. Because that's what it's about. That's what the lounge has always been about. It's been about hanging out, having fun, and also helping each other. So each week you guys can tune in here and, you know, hopefully take something back with you motivational. So, but I think for now, at least for the moment, me and Brandon's going to jump out of here. We're going to chit chat. You guys, if you got questions or anything, by all means, you can. Well, no, I got comments turned off. I did that to get rid of spam.
Yeah.
But I will. What I'll do is when I come back on the lounge, I will share with you guys where you can send email. And if you want to contact us, you'll be able to. There might even be contact information
Shauna Bates, Matt Sada.
on our
Have a good day, guys.
lounge page. Shauna, you have a good day as well. Shauna said have a good day, Brandon.
Oh, thanks, Shauna. You have a great day as well.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Shauna. I'll probably be flying here later, Shauna. You'll probably see it pop up on BVI Pilots. But well, here as well. So, yeah. So, guys, I appreciate everybody watching the live stream. If you don't mind, give us a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. That does help us out. And like I said, be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Set your notifications to always so that you're notified each and every single time that we publish a new video or go live. And until next time, you guys take care, stay safe, and we'll talk to you here real soon.